I really hope that they reopen. I really hope it is temporary. Because again, this is an asset to the area.
It brands itself as the city's biggest bar. Tonight, it's the region's biggest talker. The doors to the Armory in Midtown suddenly locked, and a reopening is on shaky ground. The Armory is still fairly new. The operators say this sudden closure is because they're drowning in debt.
They claim the halt is only temporary. First Alert 4 learning so much more about what's led up to this midweek whopper.
And the Armory has been a prominent site along I-64 for decades. The spot near the Foundry and IKEA was redeveloped during the pandemic. First Alert 4's Kimberly Donahue is there. Kim, the operators say broken promises have led to this moment today.
Corey, operators of the venue tell me the Armory in its current state was not meant to be on its own. Brick and Bev tells me the building's owners, Green Street Real Estate, agreed to take on the startup cost of the Armory. But because of a lack of funding, additional phases of the project couldn't be completed.
I loved working here. It was a new adventure every day.
An entertainment hub gone dim. Midtown venue, the Armory, giving a big wake up to St. Louis today, sharing it's closing, at least temporarily. The operator telling First Alert 4 it's due to restructuring as they work out ways for the venue to open in its entirety. The venue's first phase opened mid-December 2022. The building is owned by Green Street Real Estate. The company previously planned to build residential high-rises right by the venue, but that's now been turned into a parking lot.
It's a huge letdown because a lot of us put blood, sweat, and tears into this.
Michael Bradshaw was the operations manager for the Armory until April. He says he was let go because of plans to restructure. He said the event space is now laid off staff of roughly 100 people, included many friends.
I got a few phone calls going, what are we going to do? A lot of people depended on this as a primary job. A lot of the people had kids, and now they're just kind of lost.
The supposed temporary closure is leaving organizers of events to be held at the Armory just scrambling.
I was getting texts from people, so I really found out from social media as well.
Marlene Kelly's hosted 3 events with her company, Nemesis Fighting Alliance, at the Armory. She says NFA 19 was just weeks away from happening.
We are looking for a location that is big enough to hold 1,000 to 1,200 people so that we can move on with our show on November 1st.
Bradshaw hopes his former colleagues can regroup.
We all had that group mentality of, hey, we did this, look what we did. And we tried to carry that through in a lot of what we did.
The operator tells me there will be a private event held here later tonight, and while they're hopeful they could reopen, it could be months. I reached out to Green Street Real Estate, but haven't heard back. Reporting live in Midtown, Kimberly Donahue, First Alert 4.
Yeah, certainly some shocking news there today, Kim. Thank you. Well, it appears probably